Hi, my name is Hayden Moses, and this is a YouTube-style documentary about my learning challenge to get my real estate license. Let's dive right in. I'm currently a senior in my last semester here at Vanderbilt, and I'm doing my HOD capstone. And part of the capstone is a learning challenge. And I already have a job lined up after I graduate in the finance world. I'm moving off to New York City and starting in June, and I'm really excited about that. But when I started to think about what I wanted to do for my learning challenge, there's always been an aspect of my life that's connected to real estate. And in order to really get the full background of that, we're gonna have to go all the way back to before I was even born. My dad started selling homes in 1996, and he worked for Coldwell Banker when he started. He was 7 years in a row a top 10 agent, and he was twice ranked number 2 in the world selling homes out of New Hampshire, which is a pretty small state. So quite the accomplishment. So you could say that he's pretty experienced. As a kid, I really looked up to my dad. I would do the things that he would do. I would go into his office to spend time with him. And I always thought maybe in the back of my head, real estate would be an option for me for my career one day. But through college and as I've grown up, I've kind of figured out my own path and decided to enter the world of investment banking and finance, which I'm really excited for. Then that's where this learning challenge came in. I realized that this semester would be the perfect opportunity for me to get my real estate license. It's not something that I'll pursue full time, but it'll be something nice to have and something that I can share with my dad. So I decided that through my learning challenge, I would take the 40-hour course in New Hampshire. I'd learn all about the stuff that my dad has done for years, and I'd be able to get my license and be able to work with him a little bit in the spare time that I have when I'm not doing my full-time job. So I bought the book. And I signed up for the classes, and I started taking them. Now in New Hampshire, where I'm getting licensed, there's 10 4-hour courses, so it's 40 hours of training before you're eligible to take your real estate exam. And you can take the courses in any order, and they're virtual, but you have to keep your camera on and you have to be paying attention pretty much the whole time. Now, I will say they're a little bit boring, but you have to be really diligent because the professor goes through the things that you don't need to know, the things that are going to be important to know for the test. And you also have to really maintain a good schedule because you have to keep track of the classes that you've taken so you don't do any repeats. And you have to fit in a 4-hour block. So they run Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 4:30 to 8:30, or Saturdays from 8:30 in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon. So to keep track of all this, I started creating logs and schedules, and it kept me on pace. So over the course of the semester, I've gotten 2 classes in, which is 8 hours out of the 40 that are required before you can take the test. So I'm off to a great start and laid a great foundation to set myself up for success even after the semester ends. It's important that I stay strong because once I get my real estate license, there's lots of benefits. One is referral clients. So I get a commission if anyone that I know is looking to buy a house, and I refer them to any real estate agent across the country. I've already missed out on one. So one example is a teammate of mine who was drafted by the Buffalo Bills and plays running back for them, was moving to Buffalo. He got drafted and he needed a house. So he hit me up. He knew that my dad was a real estate agent, and my dad was able to put him in contact, and my dad made commission off of him getting a new house in Buffalo. That would have been commission that I could have gotten had I had my real estate license. So although I missed out on that one, there'll be plenty of opportunities once I have my license to make commission and make some money on the side of my full-time job. This whole learning challenge has taught me a lot. First and foremost, it's taught me about how to stay disciplined. These courses are not easy, and it's a lot to stay on top of them and learn things that I really have never even known. So it's a lot of information on top of the things that I'm already doing for school. I have the capstone course, I have another course that I'm taking. So to be able to plan that in and get everything done and stay on top of things has really taken a lot of discipline, which has been a great experience. Another thing is just taking time to do something that I've always wanted to do. You know, a lot of times we get wrapped up with the things that we're doing or things that we have that are keeping us busy, and we don't take the time to do things that we've had on our minds or we've had as goals, and just setting out time to do something that I've always wanted to do and really go after that has been a great experience and something that I hope to do more of as I continue to grow into my career and into my future. So I really appreciate the HOD capstone learning experience and the learning challenge, and it's something that I'll take with me as I graduate and as I move into the real world.